So we're here with Linda Antis, and this is so cool because we love Columbus, but just about 2 hours south, a couple hours southwest of us, is a beautiful city known as Cincinnati.
That's right.
That's awesome. So Linda, tell us what you do and how you're involved with the city.
Of course. So we're in the tourism business, and so we reach out to folks in Columbus, or how about areas up to 500 miles away, to say, you know what, there's so many wonderful experiences that combine our southern charm and our urban chic together, and it's very accessible in a place called Cincinnati.
Right, and tell us about that southern charm and that urban chic. What is it about the city that gives it that brand?
Well, it's so exciting because we are genuinely a region, and the Ohio River, which is such a beautiful connector, if you will, has all these bridges. Many of them are bridges that are passenger bridges, so you can walk back and forth.
Right.
You can kind of peek down and see that beautiful BB riverboat that you said you were taking
just was on one of those.
Right. There's great family attractions. We have a gorgeous area called the Banks that it's between our two major league stadiums, and it presents beautiful places for you to gather with natural adventure and parks, as well as wonderful dining places.
And two places that we want to focus on specifically today. First, Newport Aquarium. And I was actually just down there last week. Had an absolute blast. I mean, we spent so much time there just looking at that, what you're seeing on the screen right now. What is special about Newport Aquarium and what attractions you have right there?
Of course. Well, the Newport Aquarium is one of the most popular attractions in our region, but it's also in the country. It's one of the best aquariums in the country. But look at the sharks. So you're absolutely able to stare above you, and they're swimming overhead.
And I did that right there.
Yes, and it's a little bit of the sea turtles, and then of course during the holidays you're going to see instead of just that gentleman waving at us in his suit, you'll see Santa underwater.
No way! You put a Santa underwater?
Absolutely, we do.
That's cool. And there's also an area that I went around with the stingrays.
That's right.
What's that place?
Well, they top themselves every year. They add new places, and so you can actually touch a stingray. And what's interesting is there's this area where you crawl through a tunnel, you pop your head up into this really neat glass bubble. And you can actually almost be eye to eye.
That was the coolest part, because when I spoke with the staff, originally that was meant for kids. But when the adults saw it, like me, we were crawling down in there, and then when you're surrounded by the stingrays, I've never been that close to any of those kinds, so it's so neat.
Isn't it great?
Yeah, it's a great spot. Now, the second one we want to get to, Cincinnati Zoo and Botanical Garden. What are some of the features of that area?
So wonderful. Well, of course, it's right in the heart of our urban area, near our universities and our hospitals. But you drive through, you turn the bend, and you're in this botanical garden. But you have all these gorgeous creatures like these outstanding creatures. So you're feeding a giraffe here. This is the Africa exhibit, where you can actually feed a giraffe. And there are some young giraffes that just came out of our babies program, the Zoo Babies, that we all see in May.
And you're working in partnership with National Geographic, right?
Yes, a photo arc. Joel Sartori is shooting many of the different photographs of animals that may be throughout many of the famous zoos, and many of these pictures that he's featuring are actually at our Cincinnati Zoo and Botanical Garden.
There's so much to do in Cincinnati, and of course we're going to bring you back on the show to talk about it. But where can people go to stay connected, begin their trip just south of Columbus?
Absolutely. You need to go to CincyUSA060217. That's our website. You're going to find all the things we've talked about and so many more, and the inspiration, and maybe even some travel packages to make it easy.
Awesome. Well, speaking of those travel packages, first, Linda, thank you so much for joining us today.
My pleasure. It's great to be here.
We're partnering with Cincinnati USA because we want to direct you right now to our Marketplace Facebook page, because Linda and Cincinnati USA are offering up a family 4-pack valued at over $700. That includes tickets for some Cincinnati baseball and tickets to the zoo, and you can enter to win. So just go to our Facebook page, Good Day Marketplace, to enter right now. Now, coming up next, we're going to talk some summertime and lemonade, but not just any lemonade from any old stand. We're going to give you more info on how you can join in, coming up next on Marketplace.